UFC 316 just wrapped up, and here's my immediate reaction to this event. In the main event, Dvalishvili submitted Sean O'Malley in the third round. Look, I did call a Merab win. He's just better. And before I even start about the fight, Merab is the greatest bantamweight of all time. Everybody knows this. I'm not even going to go too deep into it, but come on. O'Malley twice, Jan, Jose Aldo, Umar Nurmagomedov, and other good wins with Moraes and such. Yeah, man, Merab is the bantamweight GOAT, and he's probably going to be Sandhagen as well. But the fight itself, O'Malley came out. He looked a little better in the first round. He looked like he was more in it. He kept slipping, which is kind of funny, but this was not a fluke. All right, this was a masterclass from Merab. He danced around on the feet, did not get lured into a shot. And he was able to secure the takedowns consistently throughout the rounds. And in the third, he just drived up the pace, started taking them down more, holding them, doing more damage. He was kneeing Sean O'Malley a lot with the with the thighs, but they add up, man. And on the ground, he was kneeing him to the chest. And eventually, he just kind of ragdolled Sean O'Malley around, held him down for the entirety of the third round. And once O'Malley got up onto the cage, he kind of tossed him down, grabbed the neck in like a front guillotine, and O'Malley spun to his back to defend. Merab transitions into a north-south choke and subs him, and O'Malley taps. It wasn't like on the neck, but it was just cranking the fuck out of O'Malley's neck, and he had to tap. Like, pretty dominant performance by Merab. He made it look easy, dude. I mean, let's do Sandhagen fight, man. Let's do it in September or, in the Abu Dhabi card, whatever. All right. Merab is the fucking GOAT. All right. Moving on. I can't lie. What the fuck is going on here, bro? $1 billion company, by the way. Moving on. Juliana Pena versus Kayla Harrison. I'm going to be honest. I did not watch this fight, but judging by the stats, Harrison dominated her with a Kimura from side control. Just bullied her. Really. It was that simple. I was a fool for picking Pena. After that I made that video, I was like, wait, Harrison's gonna fucking sub her. And yeah, I'm actually excited for Harrison versus Nunes. I think Kayla Harrison could win because Nunes' legs are pretty shot. If you know, you know. Moving on. I don't know what's going on with the website, but Calvin Gastelum versus Joe Pyfer, right? Salty Joe got it done. He was kind of a weird performance. He was really, really, really patient. He hurt Calvin Gastelum and dropped him twice, hurt him 3 times in the first round. He just didn't really try to follow up. In the first round, I was like, okay, I get it. But he just never got back to that level of activity. I thought there could have been an argument for Calvin to win the last 2 rounds. I'm going to be honest. And the first round was probably a 10-8. So a win for Joe Pyfer isn't really crazy, but I think he did win the fight. But yeah, man, Calvin looked like shit out there. He looked way fatter. I was talking to my friends on call. I was like, damn, dude, he's not even a mini fridge anymore. He's a fucking fridge. This dude was tubby as hell with them skinny ass legs, and Pyfer was just more professional as an athlete, and he won. But Pyfer is not that good. I feel like he's kind of a power merchant. Yeah, moving on. Mario Bautista versus Patchy Mix. I called this, dude. Everybody fell into the hype of Patchy Mix. But bro has more hype than head movement, bro. If you watch this fight, dude was just getting stunned by shots. He was getting hit and then turning into a mannequin. His legs and fucking head is stiff as shit. Dude looks like he is paralyzed in his spine. I don't know how he even became a champion in Bellator. That just shows that Bellator is indeed the B League. PFL being the D League, by the way. But yeah, man, Mario Bautista just outworked him. That 1-2 was landing all night. Bautista just threw 1-2, 1-2 for the first round. He was in orthodox stance, 1-2 to the head, 1-2 to the body, 1-1-2, switching up the timing, switching stances. He was just outworking Patchy Mix with the basics, the fundamentals. Okay, Mateusz Gamrot can do that. Okay, but in the second round, he mixed it up with southpaw, and he kind of fought from southpaw for the rest of the fight. And Patchy Mix just had no answers, dude. He was just trying to throw a slugging hook as Bautista came in to try to counter, and he would rarely hit clean on Bautista. Bautista was cracking him in the face, and I was looking damn, Patchy Mix might get finished here. In the first round, he was looking worrying. but he made it through. He got beat up. The significant strikes. This is not like the story of the fight. A lot of Patchy Mix's shots landed on the arm, the shoulder, the hand. It was not clean like Bautista's, right? Look, love him or hate him, Bautista is a very good bantamweight, and I look forward to seeing him fight in, the division. Moving on. This was sad, dude. I was genuinely angry. I was talking about it on Twitter. I was like, this is like that meme of the worst guy just made a great point. The worst guy just fucking won, dude. Kevin Holland has just became so annoying to me. I don't know if anybody else feels that way, but he was able to he beat up Luque, man. Luque is not in his prime anymore. He was just talking the entire first round, busting him up, landing him like solid shots on him. Luque just was not able to get started. And when they got into a scramble, Kevin Holland grabbed the Darce, like in a prime Luque form, grabbed the Darce and subbed Luque, dude. He darced the Darce Knight. I was genuinely angry. I don't usually get angry from UFC fights, but that result made me angry. Yeah. Moving on. This fight did not make me angry. Dude, Joshua Van, dude, my GOAT. He looked so good in this fight, dude. He's so crisp. He was fucking toying with Bruno Silva, dude. Toying with Bruno Silva. I mean, he was busting him up, landing boxing combinations, counters, hurting Bruno Silva a lot in the first round, stunning him. But Joshua Van, he was being patient but pressing forward. A lot of people say he's like Max Holloway. I think he's a little more like Sean Strickland to me, with better footwork. Maybe that is just Max Holloway. But his jab was on point, landing all night. And at some point, Bruno Silva just kind of succumbed to the damage. And also, I think it's because Joshua Van landed a clean body shot. And he landed the shot. Bruno Silva moved away, got to the cage, and Joshua Van landed teed off on him a little bit, and Bruno Silva just quit. Like, he just sat down and was like, I had enough, which understandably so. He was getting outclassed. But yeah, man, Joshua Van, my Pookie Bear, only 23, dude. Man, I'm so happy about Joshua Van. And yeah, man, my favorite fighter right now. All right, can't lie. I can't wait to see him fight somebody else in the division. Maybe like who does Joshua Van fight, man? Like a Nicolau type of matchup, maybe. He would probably chin Nicolau, actually. That's a yeah, do that fight. Moving on. I honestly don't care about any of these guys, so except Wen Kong, bro. I don't know why they would call her Wong Tong. I think that's the way it's supposed to be announced or something, but yeah, she honestly, I'm gonna say now, she's not that good, dude. She's not that fucking good. Like, you could say she's being patient against Ariana Da Silva or Lipski. She just didn't look good, honestly. Like, how do you hurt somebody's legs that bad and is kind of getting outstruck, right? You're supposed to be the professional kickboxer here. I had a lot of hype on Wen Kong, but I don't think she's actually that good. I think if she fought Valentina right now, she would lose. But yeah, that was my UFC 316 recap. Hope y'all enjoyed. Like, subscribe, drop a comment. Let me know. I'll see y'all at the next one, man. Peace out.